Most surprising revelations about Diddy's freak-off parties. Cassie needed to hire men for the freak-offs. One of the most wild revelations in Cassie Ventura's recent testimony was her role in sourcing men for Sean Diddy Combs' alleged freak-off parties. According to Cassie, Diddy instructed her to browse websites like Craigslist, Backpage, and Cowboys for Angels to find men he approved of for participation. She described a process where she would show Diddy the photos of potential candidates, and only those he selected would be hired. The costs ranged from $1,500 to $6,000, all paid using Diddy's money. Cassie testified that she had to repeat this process in different cities, effectively making the hiring of men a recurring responsibility. Despite appearing to be a task, it was far from consensual. Diddy's word was final. Cassie turned to other methods to cope with the parties. To cope with participating in the so-called freak-offs, Cassie Ventura testified that she turned to some methods. She described taking a cocktail of 3 different things that should not be mixed to numb herself before and during these events. According to her, these substances served as the only buffer between her and the acts she was performing. Cassie said she would often vomit due to stress and discomfort, yet Diddy reportedly told her to continue participating despite her visible illness. Over time, her use led to serious gastrointestinal problems. Still, her deteriorating health didn't deter Diddy's demands. Diddy used footage as leverage against Cassie. Perhaps one of the most chilling parts of Cassie's testimony was her claim that Diddy used recordings of these events as a tool of control. Cassie alleged that Diddy filmed many of the freak-offs and would later say he would leak these tapes if she upset him or attempted to leave. During proceedings, she revealed that he brought it up not just to scare her. Diddy once used 2 specific videos to warn her after learning she had been seeing another man. Cassie said she worried about the damage such videos could do to her career, reputation, and family. Despite asking him to delete the videos repeatedly, she often found them still stored on his devices. She also testified that multiple people had access to Diddy's phone, heightening her worries about potential leaks. Texts between Diddy and Cassie show repeated coercion. During the trial, prosecutors introduced text messages exchanged between Cassie and Diddy, shedding further light on how he coerced her participation. In the messages, Diddy was seen pressuring her to take part in another freak-off, even after she expressed clear discomfort. She repeatedly stated she didn't want to be involved, but his replies persisted, often shifting to persuasion or guilt-tripping. Cassie explained to the jury that even when she voiced concerns or outright said no, Diddy would belittle her or try to warn her of consequences to wear her down. In her own words, "As much as I was built up, I was put down quite a bit." Public humiliation during freak-offs. Cassie Ventura didn't only endure privately. She claimed that Diddy would often mistreat her in front of others during these parties. She testified that he brought her to clubs and used pressure to convince her into performing with men while others watched. In some cases, he would allegedly mistreat her in front of them. She recalled trying to avoid the events, only for Diddy to persist, promising they wouldn't stay long. But once there, she was often coerced into using and participating in acts she described as degrading. Diddy made Cassie join a freak-off on her birthday. One of the most saddening stories Cassie shared involved her 29th birthday, a day she had hoped to spend with friends at a karaoke bar. Instead, she testified that Diddy changed the plan and insisted they leave early to host a freak-off. Although they briefly attended her party at the Blind Dragon, he repeatedly pulled her away from her friends, eventually pressuring her into giving up and complying with his demand. Cassie recalled feeling crushed, saying all she wanted was a normal celebration. Instead, she was coerced into smooching and performing with men, something she had made clear she was not comfortable with.